Hope everybody's having a nice start to their summer. If you guys recall, I asked you your favorite fruits because heading into the summertime, we are going with bright, vibrant, fruity, delicious dessert. You will see that be the theme for most of the summertime. Now, so we're kicking this off with a no bake recipe. Most of this is done on the stove top. These parfaits consist of a bright lemony mousse made with fresh lemon juice on the stove top mixed with a couple of other different ingredients, a simple yet elegant white chocolate mousse mixed with homemade whipped cream and some fresh strawberries. I've never really had a parfait before, but I've seen them in pictures and I've seen certain places make them, and they always look delightful. Anime, we've all seen them somewhere. I think this is a good way to kick off the summertime. It's a no bake. You do have to make the lemon part on the stove top, and I did get hot doing that because you got to whisk it for 6 minutes. Make sure your house is nice and cool, or you got a fan nearby or something while you're doing that, because, phew. But this is the perfect kind of cold and refreshing dessert because the lemon and the white chocolate and the strawberries just go together very nicely in this dessert, and it looks stunning and colorful and pretty and would make a damn fine ending to a long day of hard work and hot labor, or a barbecue or party, whatever. It's nice for summer. That's where we're going with that. Stick around to the end of the video for my thoughts. I have a lot of them this time on this dessert. Things that I would change, things that I liked, any tips or things I've learned from my experience. Which brings me to, these are not my recipes, these are recipes I find online and make and review on the channel. If you'd like to try this recipe for yourself, the link is down in the description box below. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to go to the link in the description and ask the author. If you make this recipe and you like it, make sure to leave a comment, like their recipe, give stars, whatever their website allows you to do. Give them credit. We are going to put together the parfaits in two different kinds of glasses today. We're going to make one in a mason jar and the other one in a fancy cocktail glass. So we can get some different kind of visuals for this dessert and maybe how we want to prepare it, or perhaps the type of occasion, They both came out lovely. So that's it. Let's get to it. This is a quick recipe, nice and quick and easy to throw together. You chill it in the fridge for a little bit. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell your ghosts about me. Tell your demons about me. Tell your friends about me. All right, let's go.
SpongeBob.
Yeller, y'all hanging in there? I very much enjoyed this little summer treat. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little intimidated by the mousse part at first. Because you see all these shows, and then when people put it together and they're mixing it around, like it looks like something that would be complicated, but it really wasn't complicated at all. You make the lemon curd, I believe it's called, on the stove top by whisking the ingredients together for 6 minutes. Do not do what I did with the glass bowl in the small ass pot. I should really invest in a double boiler, and that was very dangerous. I had to sit there and hold it with an oven mitt while the other hand was mixing. I overheated big time, and it was not safe. Don't do what I did. But all in all, pretty simple. I felt the lemon mousse was a bit lacking for me personally, and I would have preferred it to be more of a lemon pudding. Everybody loved it. Don't get me wrong. There was absolutely nothing wrong with the lemon mousse. I recommend trying anything once just to see your personal opinion on it. I'm not a person who particularly likes lemon or like really extremely lemony desserts. I hate lemon aioli on anything savory. I'm not a fan. I don't like chicken franchise despite being Italian. I prefer marsala. It has to be something like a shrimp scampi where the lemon is subtle, but it adds to the dish, whatever it is. I do enjoy a good lemon bar, lemon pudding, a good lemon cake or a cream. So there are things that I do like with lemon, but I'm picky with it. For my personal taste, next time to the lemon curd, I might add powdered sugar instead of granulated sugar. I'm not sure how that would do on the heat though. Maybe a little bit of vanilla extract at the end, possibly mix in a Cool Whip instead of our homemade whipped cream we made. If you were to do Cool Whip, I think it would be about 2 to 2.5 cups per mixture instead of the homemade whipped cream. I think that would actually enhance the lemon flavor in the lemon curd and really bring out the tanginess and bring it together nicely. If I made this again for myself, I think I'd just make or buy lemon pudding to add in my parfait instead of the mousse because I think it would add a different contrast to your layers of texture and a bright, like refreshing flavor, and it would really make it pop. That being said, this mousse paired excellently with the white chocolate mousse and all the fruit in this dessert. You take a bite of the lemon mousse, then white chocolate mousse, and then get a strawberry, which would cut through all that sweetness with a nice balance of bright citrusy flavors. Let's talk about the chocolate mousse. Bet you could tell where I'm going with this one. I could eat this by itself. Everyone was like, no, it needed the lemon, Dominique. It needed the lemon. It needs something to cut it. Cool. Good for you. I could eat it alone. I loved how simple this part was for how good it tasted. It's literally just white chocolate, heavy cream, and whipped cream. That's it. I will probably make it for myself again as a little treat, just for me, because my goodness, this was good. The author wanted you to do this part on the stovetop as well. You didn't really need to. I melted the heavy cream and the white chocolate together in the microwave, and then you just let it cool before you mix the whipped cream into it. Or more like you're folding it in because you want to fold it. A mousse is very delicate. You want to be folding your ingredients together, not stirring, not violent. When you add any of like the whipped cream or Cool Whip in there, you want to just fold it gently until it all comes together. And that's going to take not too long, but it's not going to be instant either. This would go nicely with some fresh fruit as well, I suppose, if I had to. And you know what? That's the really cool thing about this dessert is that there's something in it for everyone. So if you prefer fruity flavors, there's the tang of the lemon mousse with the fresh sweet strawberries, which really do go wonderfully together. Then there's the rich, creamy vanilla notes of the white chocolate with fresh fruit that really turns this dessert into something special and enjoyable for everyone. Before I strain the lemon juice, don't worry, I strain the seeds out. I cut little slices off the lemon to decorate the tops of my parfaits with, along with a single strawberry on top. I think it turned out pretty nice and vibrant while also telling you what the flavors are inside of the parfait. This is a dessert you definitely want to have the day of. So the author says the dessert is best enjoyed within 24 hours of assembly. This is just my tip. Like the mousse would probably last a little longer in the fridge by itself because you have fresh fruit in there. You really don't want to go past the 24 hours. So if you wanted to, even you can just keep the mousse covered in the fridge and then chop up the fruit, do your whipped cream, assemble all your parfaits right before you serve. Whatever works best for you. As I mentioned in the intro, I wanted to give you guys two different variations of containers for the parfaits. We have mason jars for a more casual yet endearing setting, and the curved cocktail glasses for a more elegant and classier one. I liked them both. I'd just say if you pick the curved cocktail glasses or like any long kind of a glass, make sure you have long enough spoons so people can reach the bottom. Because trust me, they're going to want to. So you might want to cut the strawberries to the size of the glass or container that you're using. Maybe they would look nicer chopped up into finely little diced pieces, or maybe they would look pretty sliced thin along the edges of your glass to decorate them. You can just really get a feel for it by the size and shape of whatever it is you decide to load up your parfait in. It's really cool to see how versatile this dessert can be and that it'll look pretty no matter what you do with it. You know me, I love desserts that are flexible, and this is one you can definitely play with and tailor to your tastes. You can use different fruits like blueberries or raspberries, sub in vanilla pudding instead of the chocolate mousse, really anything you like. And I'm glad we kicked off the summer with this very pretty, vibrant treat. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm looking forward to more lovely, colorful summer desserts. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.